Evo nas na još jednoj specijalnoj lokaciji, a to jeste Akro, Brend konkretno, takođe na sajmu parfema u Cannesu i imam veliku čast i zadovoljstvo da razgovaram sa velikim parfimerom Olivier Crespom. Olivier, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Victor. It's a great pleasure to be with you and to share my passion with you, with all of you.
And first, before we start talking about Akro, I have to say, people in the Balkan region love your work, and they told me to say hi.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you, Victor. I appreciate a lot, and you see, I don't have the feeling that I'm working. It's really a passion.
You're a rock star as far as perfume there, and so we have continuation of your work, meaning Akro. Akro is a brand that you created for yourself, right?
Yeah, we created with my daughter in 2018 Akro, this company. The concept is based on addictions, and Akro in French means addict.
I didn't know that. That's a great start. So these fragrances are found in Belodore stores around the Balkan region.
Yes.
And when I go to Belodore stores to film some videos for myself, for the clients, I always see somebody smelling them. And then I come to them and see what do you like about it. And they always say, I want to eat this.
Yeah, you see, and it's exactly what I wanted to achieve, that the people, the consumers, they get accro to our fragrances.
Yeah, that's a great start, and I love it. And so let's first talk about one that really stood out, and then I want to hear from you about the novelties from the brand to Cannes. So, of course, it has to be bake, right?
Yes. Well, we have bake, of course. We have 15 fragrances so far. In 7 years, I created 15 fragrances, and the best novelty, actually, it's Crush. It has been launched recently in August the 20th, and I'm going to show it to you.
I'm going to spray it and you talk about it, please. All right?
If you want. So you can spray it. It's the new one. Crush is a fragrance, really gourmand, edible.
Oh, yes.
And that's the idea. The idea was to create something around the macaron. It's a macaron à la rose.
Wow.
And you have some rose on top, then some lychee in order to give the juicy fruitiness. Then you have some crème chantilly also with a hint of butter, but you don't feel it, but that you have that impression of milkiness, creaminess. Then you have a little bit of raspberry. You see, like the macaron. And then it took me some time to recreate the cookie itself with the almond
Yeah,
feeling,
I smell that.
and as well some hazelnut. You see?
Wow.
It's not sticky, it's a gourmand. This one is in some countries sold out. Already.
Wow, and I see the reason why. And I think a big compliment to your work is that these smell edible, but as you said, they're not sticky. And that's usually something that goes hand in hand.
Yeah. Sometimes when you take some lemon, you blend it with vanilla, and when the weather is very hot, so you get a sticky effect on your skin.
Yes.
This, I don't want to fail, and I try to avoid that kind of stickiness. I love to make some fluffy fragrances.
And just one funny story, I didn't plan to talk about this in the interview, but I had a slight regime of eating, a diet for the past month because of some issues with my stomach. But there's a catch. I was trying to test if gourmand fragrances could fill the void of something that I want to eat, which is sweet, and I couldn't eat any sweets. So I was spraying bake, and first instinct was I'm now more hungry, but after my taste of smell started accompanying to that, I was like, okay, now I felt like I ate the croissant and lemon tart cake.
Yes. What is interesting, when you smell baked, it's gorgeous because you want to bite what you are, the smelling strip or the skin, but it's good because you have great pleasure of smelling the fragrance, but you don't have the calories. You see, Victor?
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing I want to say. That's another compliment to you is that it was so photorealistically similar to the thing, to something that I want to eat, that it fulfilled my need for hunger. So yeah, that's a great thing. And I think the bake started, the whole hype, and I think Crush is another thing that's gonna be in a similar realm. I mean, with regards to popularity.
There are different ideas. Bake is based on a kind of limoncello, a kind of lemon tart, if you want. You have also some crème chantilly, but then you have a beautiful caramel salty effect that I really love. And then you have a little bit of brown sugar underneath. but no vanilla. So it's not sticky.
Yeah.
Crush is not sticky. Bake is not sticky. And then we
have the third novel, the second novel. Yes.
Yes,
please.
Victor. We launched another one. I love to find also a kind of trendsetters. You see, I feel the market. I cannot tell you what the market will be in 5 years, but I can predict you that next year or the year after, the clean fragrances will be very, very dominant and sophisticated.
So like a contrast to the gourmand trends that are now
probably.
Okay.
And we're going to smell. It's here. It's Breeze. Breeze is amazing, really, because it's really the outdoor fragrance. See, after COVID, we were all packed in our apartments, and there was in the world a lot of consumers. They told me, "Can you do something for outdoor? We want to breathe. We want to feel oxygen." And imagine it's a fragrance. You walk after the rain, and you are seeing a cascade. So I'm using some cascalone from DSM Firmenich. Then I use some hivernal to get the impression of the snow. So it's very fougère-like. You have a trace of lavender in order to make it clean. You have the fougère itself also. So I smell it from here.
Yeah, it is potent.
You have 2-3 very important molecules, and the fragrance is fresh. After a shower, you can use it. You feel the good vibes with this fragrance, definitely, Victor.
I feel it so good, and I want to say that it reminds me of a feeling that, like now, because I live in Serbia, I'm from Belgrade, but coming to Cannes and walking down the main street, Croisette,
yes,
and then I like the feeling that I have can be described with this.
Yeah,
so
correct.
You know, fresh. There's also sea. I sense some as molecules you just mentioned. They were ozonic. I want to spray this. This is so.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's more the water from the mountains than the sea, but there is a watery effect which is fantastic. Yeah. It's dewy. It is. You are full of energy with this kind of fragrance. So it's a tendency. I believe in it. Was predicting years ago vanilla, solar fragrances. Now we are. I think the clean fragrances will come on the market.
And thank you, Olivier, for giving that as an exclusive for our audience, because like nobody is talking about the future trends and predictions. And since knowing your previous predictions, I'm happy that you are one of the first, on the next trend, possibly.
I don't look at the market. I don't want to smell it, but I try to create and build some trends like Angel. I remember when I created Angel years ago of Thierry Mugler. It's a fragrance, first of all, very powerful, unique, but
trendsetter.
Open a new door, a new territory for all the perfumers and the consumers. It's the territory of the gourmand edible fragrances.
And I'm so happy that you mentioned Angel, since many people know you, because I think as far as gourmand fragrances, especially in the 90s, Olivier was the man that brought that trend to the whole world. So I think I read some, forums, people saying that Angel is one of the first gourmand fragrances ever that became popular,
Yeah, so you're right, because it's more than 30 years ago, 32, 33 years ago, 33, that I created the Angel, and it's still a classic. It's a kind of iconic fragrance, like Chanel 5.
Yeah.
Let's compare it. I mean, it's a monument. It's a monument, and it's still doing well, because in the world it's maybe number 6, 7.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I smell it everywhere. Still very, very popular, and I'm glad, very proud of what I have achieved by creating this marvelous fragrance.
Big props and respect to you, and I'm a bit ashamed that I myself love that fragrance so much. Like as a man, I think it's so complex that I wear.
Of course. Anyway, the territory between the men's and the women's fragrances is really thin. Look at my collection of fragrances. Akro is unisex fragrances.
Yes.
Even Crush, which is very rosy, creamy. Well, I wear it.
Yeah.
The oud quality here of East. Anybody, men's and women, can wear it. I mean, today, you can also layer some fragrances. Imagine I've done a beautiful oud here. It's East, and you can layer it with this one with Crush, because Crush is very rosy, creamy, but it fits really well with the wood.
Yes.
And it's unique. And then you created a fragrance for yourself, and you will be the only one in the world among 7 billion people wearing that type of fragrance.
It is perfect, and thank you for the suggestion.
Thank you, Victor.
Suggestion to the people when trying Akro fragrances in Belodore stores among the Balkans to not only smell them with each other, but try to combine them as well. And for the end, Olivier, just one message to the people trying your fragrances in the future, looking at this video from the Balkan region.
Well, if you want to, let's say, experiment some new fragrances, we have 15 fragrances. I created 15 fragrances, and it's a great diversity of fragrances. If you want a musk, we have Smile. If you want something ambery, we have Glow. If you want a beautiful oud, we have East. We have some gourmand fragrances, but I tell you, when you're going to, let's say, use our fragrances, you're going to travel a lot. So please try them and tell me or tell through Victor your impressions. Thank you very much. It's a great moment to be with you.
Yeah, nice.
Enjoy.
And also, after you try these, I can say for myself, since I have a couple of these from the brand, once you try them, you will become Akro, meaning addict.
Good
Olivier,
one,
once again, it was a pleasure talking to you. And
Thank you,
for
Victor.
the end, let's say something in the Balkan language. So let's say hi to Balkans, but it's pozdrav za Balkan.
Okay.
So, pozdrav za Balkan. We say it together.
Pozdrav
za Balkan.
Pozdrav za Balkan.
Ciao.
Okay,
ciao,
bye-bye.
bye.